Está todo mundo sossegado. Boa tarde a todos, obrigada por terem vindo. Efetivamente, hoje é o vosso dia. Temos aqui dois convidados especiais que vale a pena ouvir para aprender com eles, não é? Mais alguma coisa. Mas trata-se, portanto, de uma aula aberta, subordinada ao tema compreender os direitos humanos, a globalização, as migrações e o Estado de Providência no Serviço Social. Mas eu não vou dizer algumas palavras já, vou passar a palavra de imediato. Essa conferência vai ser preferida aqui pelo professor doutor, que também é o responsável, o diretor do curso de Serviço Social da Universidade de Gent-Bélgica. Mas eu vou passar a palavra de imediato ao senhor diretor desta escola, a quem compete abrir esta sessão. Muito obrigada a todos por terem vindo.
Antes do mais, boa tarde a todos. Muito obrigado por estarem presentes. Eu vou a seguir tentar dizer algumas palavras em inglês. Os nossos convidados falam, não vou falar francês porque de facto estava mais à vontade. Apesar de ser flamengo, falo obviamente bastante bem o francês, mas vou tentar falar em inglês porque vocês têm que se habituar com o tempo que, de facto, em termos de comunicação internacional, nós temos que tentar compreender em inglês, quer queiramos, quer não. Isso é fundamental para a vossa vida futura, o facto de tentarem compreender em inglês. E o maior exercício que vocês vão fazer agora é tentarem entender o meu inglês, que assim ainda vai ser um exercício pior. Bom, so I'm going to try to say some words in English. First of all, I beg your pardon, I apologize sincerely because of my bad English, but I hope that you understand anything of what I want to say. I think it's very important, this discussion, this kind of words that we can hear by the professor, because by the teacher, because it's absolutely necessary we hear something different of what we can hear by mass media. Mass media always put your attention on economic problems, on political problems, and they never, they give only a way of to see the reality of the economic reality. I'm talking some minutes ago about one question that to me is absolutely unacceptable. That is, the politics now say that we go in the direction of austerity during more 30 years more. But who knows what will go happen in next days? Nobody knows what can go happen really. And I'm very grateful by the presence of investigators, of teachers, of different institutions of Europe, and I hope that they can give us a different way of seeing the reality, of seeing our days. So I said once ago that I'm very grateful of the presence of these teachers here, and I think that they will say us and give us a different ways of seeing the reality in our lives and of how we see the world. Thanks. Oh.
Good afternoon. I have some good news and some bad news. I will start with the bad news. I will lecture this afternoon in English. The other bad news is that I'm a philosopher. You know what that is? And if you don't know what it is, you will hear it. Because, you know, philosophers, they are specialists in telling very complicated stories about things that are very simple. But I will try to make it very simple, although the things are sometimes complicated in my eyes. The good news is that my colleague will part of my lecture, what I'm trying to explain to you, will translate into Portuguese. So if you have some questions, you can ask them in Portuguese and she will translate it into English and I will answer into English, or maybe she can answer in my place. You see there some text and some pictures. On the right hand side you have a picture of the most beautiful town in the world. That's our town in Ghent, with a lot of students. We have a lot of students over there. So if you want to come to Ghent and to study with us, you are very welcome. And on the other side, I think, I was googling some pictures of Beja, and I think this should be a picture of Beja. And if it's not, well, just imagine it's Beja. Yeah. Then, yeah, little by little you will see I will do out some things. There you have my name, and you see my name is Christian van Kerkhoff. But if you say it like that, you might think I'm a Christian, but normally you should read it in French. Then it's Christian van Kerkhoff, and my family name van Kerkhoff means church garden. You see, I'm very good company. What I'm doing in Ghent, I'm head of the social work degree program, and I'm also director of Mixed, and that's a research center about difference, diversity, tolerance on people living together. Both Charlotte and I are the founders of that research center. On top of it you see the word video conferencing, and then you see Beja Ghent. We will try to organize with you a video conferencing, and you will be prepared from tomorrow on by my colleague Charlotte, and I'm sure you will be very good prepared. What's a video conferencing? Well, it's something very simple if it's working. You see there are some people, let's say they are those people, they are students, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 in this whole auditorium, and they are talking to people they see on the screen. And those people on the screen they see there, those are the students in Ghent. And how do they connect? Well, via the internet. And they will send the filmed images and the sounds they speak. This will send this to Belgium, and the Belgian students will do the same. And then you see here on this screen, you will see the students from Belgium, and you can talk with them, you can discuss with them. How we will organize it, we will try to find out on Wednesday, if I'm not wrong. So you see, we will discuss some topics, and we will first we have to connect, Belgium and Ghent and Beja. Then we will discuss topic 1 during 25 minutes, although that's the general idea. Then we will change from group. It will take us around 5 minutes, and then again we will discuss another topic, a second topic. We are organizing this kind of video conferencing for and by students during many, many years. We've done that with colleagues, students from almost all over the world. To mention only Europe, it's Spain, Greece, Romania, Slovenia, Norway, Denmark, a little bit around. And in general, the usual topics we are discussing are those for human rights, social welfare, migration and globalization. But all linked to, of course, to social work, because they are so general that we have to frame them a little bit. So the general structure is that one group is preparing, for instance, the topic human rights, and then discuss with our students during 25 minutes this topic. Then The second topic, social welfare, we discussed. The third topic and the fourth topic. And you see, you're all, in our point of view, but we can discuss that, of course, in our point of view, they are very important topics, all related to social work, human rights, social welfare, migration and globalization. If somebody wants translation now, just raise your hand and my colleague will. Don't be shy.
Então, vou tentar traduzir, porque eu também sou belga, não é? Mas o que o colega Cristiano está a explicar é que vamos fazer uma videoconferência, já fizemos isso várias vezes durante 5, 6 anos, fizemos com a Dinamarca, fizemos com a Espanha e com outros países e geralmente fazemos sobre estes 4 tópicos, só que agora, porque estamos com um grupo mais pequeno, cá em Beja e também na Bélgica, escolhemos 2 tópicos e vamos falar sobre estes tópicos mais tempo, mas o Cris ainda tem que explicar isso. Os 4 tópicos são direitos humanos, Estado de Providência, migrações e globalização. Porquê que escolhemos esses tópicos? Porque são muito importantes para a profissão de serviço social, mas em todos os países trata-se de uma forma diferente e temos outros problemas ligados a esses tópicos, então por isso pode ser muito interessante para vocês estudantes falar com estudantes de outros países e ver como é que eles vejam estes tópicos. E é mais ou menos isso. Alguém tem uma pergunta? Ok.
Just watch out, because when you raise your hand a little bit, I will ask you if you want to ask a question. Okay. Because those topics are so general, we divide them into each topic into 2 subtopics. Yeah? So, for instance, human rights and social work, of course. The first subtopic is human rights, and the question, of course, are human rights so important for us as social workers, yes or no? And the second one is human rights, refugees and IDPs. I will come back to those 2 subtopics a little bit later. The second one is social welfare. We'll also discuss that within a few minutes. Social welfare state, we can discuss about those concepts. Also 2 subtopics, what kind of social welfare state do we need to be good social workers? And the second one is social welfare and poverty. Are we responsible as social workers for the poverty in the social welfare state, and how can we fight in the social welfare state something like poverty or chronically poor people? And then just to give you a slight idea, human rights, migration and social work. How do we look at migration? For instance, here in Portugal, there are a lot of people coming, or there are people, Portuguese, coming to work to Gent, for instance. The new football stadium in Gent is completely constructed by Portuguese workers. Even the cook was coming with them to have nice Portuguese dishes, human rights and migration. And then the fourth one, globalization and social work. Well, sometimes you say globalization was so far from my bed. We as social workers, we don't need that globalization. Well, is that true or not? Well, we don't have the time to discuss that, but I just want to give you a slight idea of what we are doing with other students and other universities. And globalization and climate change, those are all some topics we want to do. The best is that we have 4, 5, 6 students discussing each topic. This means that one subtopic is discussed by 3 students. It's just an idea. We can organize it here in a different way, just what you like. One topic, subtopic is discussed by and prepared by 3 students. The other one is prepared by 3 students. 2 and 3, as far as I know, that's something like 6. So more concrete, we will discuss here 2 subtopics. The subtopic human rights and the subtopic, or the topic human rights and the topic social welfare. And you see here a difference. If you're looking good, you see here 50. And at the beginning, I showed you discussing this topic 25 minutes. Well, we have the opportunity, we have the chance to discuss that profoundly during 50 minutes, because we only have 2 topics. If we have 4 topics, 2 hours divided into 2 is 25 minutes. And they say about social welfare, human rights and social work. Some strange pictures. And now you can ask yourself, is something like human rights, is that important for a social worker? Well, to know that, we have to look at this international definition of social work. Just read it. And if you don't understand, raise your hand, and it might be possible that my colleague will give some short translation. Just try to read it. Is there somebody who doesn't understand this definition? I'm looking to my colleague.
Vamos ver. Ora bem. Mas vocês normalmente conhecem essa definição ou não? Sim. Sim? Então vale a pena eu traduzir, sim? Ok, vamos lá. A profissão do serviço social promove mudança social, resolver problemas de relações humanas e de empowerment e libertação para melhorar o bem-estar das pessoas. Usamos teorias de comportamento humano e sistemas sociais. O serviço social intervém nos pontos onde as pessoas interagem com os seus ambientes, contextos, ambientes. Os princípios dos direitos humanos e justiça social são fundamentais para o serviço social.
I hope you understand this really international definition. Yeah? It's not a definition from Belgium, it's not a Portuguese definition, it's the international definition written down by the International Association of Social Workers. Now, because I'm a quite lazy guy, I want you to work. That's the first thing you have to think about. The first question we are asking you, do you agree with the above international definition of social work? I will give you some minutes. You can discuss it with your neighbor, but just do it silently, you don't disturb the discussion of other students. And then you can say if you agree, or what part of the definition you agree, or what parts of the definition you disagree. You don't have to tell me in English, you can of course, but you can also tell it, Charlotte, in Portuguese, maybe. You can translate that. First question. Oh.
Yeah? Então, podem passar 5 minutos na medida em que acordam com essa definição. Provavelmente já falaram nisso nas aulas. Nós estamos interessados em que medida é que vocês concordam com essa definição ou não. O serviço social ser dependente dos direitos humanos e de outros pontos mencionados nessa definição ou não. Podem discutir sobre isso 5 minutos e partilhar connosco.